Hello everybody and welcome to episode 5 of Chellington Valley with me, Brian Brew Royalty. Well, we're here working on our own farm now. Gotta get back in the tractor again. What I'm doing is I'm cutting this meadow down here. Actually, it's not even a meadow, it's field 85. I thought it was a meadow. Well, it doesn't make any difference. I'm going cutting it myself anyway. So I've upgraded the mower to be able to do this because, you know, we're getting a wider cut and we have a windrower, which is windrowing it nicely. I've taken on a few contracts since and gotten them all done. We've been doing a silage contract, which is easy because we do have the machinery for that now. And I'd be hoping to take on a few more contracts as well. Got to get to that 100 contract, but the money was going down. As you can see, it was way down before. We're up to 78 now, but I want to buy new equipment, so once this turned around and became available to cut, that's what we done. Missing little bits there, but not going to worry too much about it. Should get a good yield off this field. I think it needs lime. I'm not sure if it sometimes pops up and says it when you're standing there looking at it, so just get this a bit tricky with this mower setup when you're turning, but when you're in a straight line, this is an absolute dinger because it doesn't miss a trick. And to be fair, we're windrowing it fairly well as well, so this will be all easy to bail up. Now, the one thing with the auto load trailer I have for the bales, I really don't like it. It's brilliant. It holds a lot of bales. It has an auto load function, which is easy for me because I can just pop into the field and press it and drive around and take the... But it's very awkward to drive on these little narrow roads. As you can see, we're just coming up on it here. It takes up the whole width of the road. So if you barely turn at all, it's hitting everything. And I know what you're thinking. Sure, you hit everything anyway. I do. But I'd like a little tidier one if I could get it. Just think it'd be a better job. So I am in the market for a new bale loading trailer. And it can be a manual one. It doesn't have to be auto load as such. You know, the fancy auto load, it can auto load itself, but let's see what they have. I know they're going to be expensive. I don't think 78,000 is going to cut it, so that's why we're doing the grass. So we're going to keep going, keep on trucking. This is a big field actually, and I think I'm going to have to sow something here other than grass because, you know, it's going to get boring doing grass all the time. So what we might do is we might turn this into a cereal field, and we might hire a harvester until we can afford one. I'll just leave that little bit, and it'll be easier for the next time coming back around, rather than fooling around. But what I could do here is I could lift the windrower. I lift the windrower, spin around here, and then gently, ever so gently, just drop it down. Hey, that's working out too. Hello. We're here in October now, and you'd think all the farming would be coming to an end, but it is busy here in Ireland. We have people making haylage, which is you kind of cut it down and you give it one quick turn so that it dries for a couple of hours, but it doesn't dry out as such, and then they wrap it in a baler like you'd wrap silage. So with silage you'd be wrapping it as wet as possible. With haylage you let it kind of go half and half, and obviously with hay you'd let it dry out. So everyone's making haylage now. It's just a feed for the cattle. I have a lot of lads reseeding fields, getting ready. A lot of farmers getting ready to put their cattle into sheds, because that's what they do here for the winter. You gotta get your cattle in, get the dairy cows dried off, get them in for the winter, get them ready for the next year. Once the grass goes here, once it stops growing, they generally get them in. But the weather's been good here. So they're leaving the cattle out. We're waiting on rain. Once it starts raining and getting sloppy, that's when the cows will go in. So no sign of that yet. We've had a couple of dry days now, so some farmers will be feeding bales of silage now along with the grass that the cows are having, just to supplement their diet, but mostly they'd be okay on the grass. There's a lot of calves around this time of year in Ireland here, and one thing you don't want with calves, and you don't really want with cows either, is wet grass, because it just runs straight through them if it's wet. If it's too wet, it's just not good. So the rain will get them in for two reasons, I guess, and that's become a big thing here now in Ireland. Huge big sheds, kind of like what you see in America in the feedlots. That's what they put them into here for about 2 months, maybe 3 months, and they'll feed them and then back out on the grass again. So we've borrowed a bit from America to keep the cows in out with it wet and cold. It stops them getting pneumonia and keeps them happy. So we're not making haylage here, we're making silage here because we need the money. And I'm making as much money as I can. Hopefully get a nice few pounds for it. Keep everything tipping over. Now swing around. And the Lamborghini's doing a great job as per usual. No dramas. And the Valtra's actually doing a great job. We were seeding the potato fields again there. And it runs around them, and no problem at all. And actually, our little tractor as well has been flying around, looking after the pigs. Of course, we only started with a few pigs, so it's no big deal. But as they start to grow, as the numbers start to come up, that's going to be fun. And I'm kind of wondering what to do with this little farm down here. We own this little farm here at the end of the field, and there's no animal pens in it. And I guess we could do chickens or something here. Maybe just do a sheep pasture, or I'm not quite sure. Won't do it just yet because this is our first time harvesting this field, and we don't want to make too much work for ourselves because we want to get contracts done. But as you can see, the two-tone field there ahead of us is actually potatoes growing again, and the dark field in between here and there is potatoes that have been sown, and they'll be growing, and we'll be harvesting them. I'm going to try and build up a little stock of potatoes so when the price comes up, gets good, we can sell them off, because the price for potatoes isn't that great, but it is good. It's just not great. We might upgrade a tractor, or upgrade a harvester, or maybe even get one of those big potato harvesters maybe. You never know our luck. No. Don't have to be too particular. I think I'll let the grass grow here once more again maybe. And that'll be the last time I do it then. But we'll shut up shop and we'll go and get the baler. We can bale all this into silage. And I think the best sell point is if I turn on the map here, if you look at the top left, the very, very top left, and you can see it says sawmill beside field 30, but just down from that, beside field 28, you can see it says farm barn, and that's currently the one that's paying out the most for silage. So that's where we'll be going at the best price. Get the best price. Everything is filthy, as you can see, so we need to buy a power washer and wash this all off, because it's gone beyond a joke. You can't even see out the front window. It's totally filthy. What's this button that Delta Farmer presses on his PC? Is it L1 or something? No, it can't be L1. That's a that's a console. Whatever it is, anyway. That's what we could do with here. Control 1. Nah, not sure. I'm making it up as I go along here. Not too sure about the old PC. One more little pass here. That'll get us done. And swing around. Lovely. That'd be nice. Just this little extra piece might just help us out with an extra bale. We'll lift that, fold it. We'll fold this, and we'll fold this. That'll get everything folded up. And we'll move in here out of the way. Turn off that. We'll leave the flasher going because we'll need that again. We can bring on this auto-load trailer. As you can see, what I say, it's just too wide for these roads. And all these roads here are narrow. There's no great big roads down around me here. And if you meet a car, they are not too inclined to pull in for you. So, and turning into farmyards and things is just it's too big. Too big. Yeah, it's got to go. Knock off the Veltran. See, we have all this space up here as well. You know, that's a fuel point here. You can buy your fuel here. A couple of sheds. This is all ours here. And I'd say this, yeah, this is a silo bunker. Silage. Like even out here, there is a small bit of space here. Maybe for a chicken pen or something like that. Maybe for a little sheep pasture. We'll see. We'll see. Lots of room. Lots of room for machinery and everything. Just open these. Don't think I own this over here. Don't know what this is over here. Okay, I'm gonna see. May as well check it out. No. That comes with Field 86, so we don't own that. Good to check these things out. Close that. There's a water. There's a water supply. That'd be handy. This is probably some sort of silo. Could be for decoration. Right, so start this up. Head back. Just lift that front more. Everything needs a wash. It's very heavy now to the front end, so of course I'm going to drive at max speed. And we just harvested that as a contract, that field, so that's where I had parked the baler and left the weight. We're going to drop all this stuff back, go grab that baler, and we're going to get motored. As you can see, this is all sown now. More potatoes, and I have this field down here is harvested field 77, so it'll be all about what to do field 77 afterwards, whether to stick with it or not. Not sure yet. Let's see. We'll put something in there anyway. Unhook that. Unhook that. Let's get moving. Oops. Big open space up here. You can see everything. That's great. Kind of don't really need to buy more fields. We have enough going on as it is. But we definitely do need to get a few contracts done. Just thinking to myself, why not do this field while it's here? I have growth on slow, in case I didn't say that before, so we're not going to be inundated with doing, you know, a lot of farming and harvesting of our own fields, because I want to get a few contracts done, as I keep saying. I know, but that's how we're going to make our money, and we're going to get enough machinery, hopefully, to be our own little contract and service. Maybe I'll keep the grass machinery contract stuff down here. Keep the rest of it over there. Right, so lower. Lower that. Turn on this. And how many bales do we reckon we get? I'm going to say there's going to be a good few bales here. I mean, we haven't barely... Look, we've only gone this far from the gate. We have a bale nearly already. There you are. There's going to be lots of bales here. Maybe 50, maybe more. There's one coming there now anyway. I like doing all this. I like doing all this grass work. It's good fun. It's quite slow with the fast baler, but I think it saves time not having to wait to wrap and stop and start. You can just keep going. Let's check our contracts here. We have a big field there of sunflowers. It's a huge field. Do we have any? Nope. It's just baling and harvesting, so maybe we take on that harvesting contract. It might help us get to... Let me see which field it was again. I did see earlier. It was a field that had a few bits and pieces in it. Just after looking at it, and now I've forgotten it. But it is a big field and it has a few bits and pieces. And I'll kick myself now that I cannot remember. Just from looking at the field, was it 36? Maybe not. Okay, now I don't double check. $92. How did I get that so wrong? Well, that's me for you. Getting stuff wrong all the time. Oh yeah, down here. So it's only over the road here. Kind of dead center there on the bottom. 92. A handy little drive from the field over, and there'll be a nice few pound involved in it. 12 grand plus whatever you make. There is another one here, 83, and this one is silage. Oops. I'll stop fooling around here now. Gotta pay attention. That's a field 83, right beside the house. We are going to accept that because we can make silage, no problem. Okay. So we're here on field 85. We're going to be harvesting that field across the road. Nice. It's probably one I'll just do without you watching. Maybe might just get it started because I don't want it to turn into a grass field bonanza, but hey, we're making money. Might buy a few more pigs, a little bit more pig feed, maybe a new tractor. I don't know what it is about it, but I always love getting new tractors. I'm always looking around going, ooh, yeah, 1,000,000 horsepower, yeah, I'll have that. Whatever it is about it. And we're flying with the bales. There's a bale trailer there, a blue one. Hey, I wonder if I'll borrow that. It's got that stinky swivel axle on it that I really hate. As you can see, 9 and 10 kilometers an hour because the grass is so heavy. Heavy grass means more payouts. We're only getting back around now. And what we'll do is count the old bales and I'll swing back around here. Do this nice little circle again. And we have one bale there, one bale behind us. 2 over there, that's 4, and that one there is 5. There's 2, 6, 7, 1 at the bottom, 8, 9, 10, 11. Must be 12 and 13. So we've made at least 13 bales there. Well, of course, there is an easier way to check it. You could just go here, and it'll tell you. Here you are. Just keep this on track for a second. And it says bales created somewhere. Created bales, possession 12. 12. Okay, I was wrong. Counted an extra one somewhere. Yeah, 13. And that's always a good idea when you're getting paid for something. Let on you have more than you actually have, so that you get more. When we were kids and we used to be going to the dump or the landfill, whatever you call it, we'd all be sitting in the car and you'd be paying by the weight, so we'd get out and we'd walk around the weighing station and the car would be weighed with the little trailer of rubbish at the back. Then we were going out, and Dad would be always like, quick, get in. Our little bit of extra weight then would be taken off. Sure, we were only kids, probably wouldn't be much, but it was good fun. We were like, woohoo, we're beating the system. Like, what were we saving? 50 pence. But, you know, a win's a win. Go out here now. I know I'm kind of going out around the edge, but I just want to gather up this bit here. Don't want it stuck inside with me potatoes. Gumming up the old potato picker. It's the job. Get my contracts done. Now, also, while I was up selling a few bales at that top left hand corner, passed by field 25, and field 25 has the coolest little scarecrow in it I've ever seen, and Halloween is coming, so definitely going to show you that. If not this episode, the next episode. Actually, you know what? Could leave this here running, and what I could do is, because I'll only forget. So where did we say it was? Field 25. It's probably just here. We'll go here. Is it? Close them gates. Shouldn't be open. This is the house we stayed in when we came to help Tim. But we never spotted this across the road. Field 25. Get up, get. There won't be any birds in this field. What? There he is. Field 25. Isn't that cool? Creepy. Some say at night he becomes alive. I say, possibly. Well, that was fun. Stick a couple of lights up there for Halloween. Scare some kids. Why not? Halloween is coming. Well, what I would like to do is I'd like to buy a cultivator, because there are a few cultivating contracts there. Cultivator was more. They may be dropping off, but if we have a cultivator now, could be doing at least one more contract. I think there was 3 or 4 of them. There's a lot of baling ones coming up in that, but I don't mind that, because we have this way of making the silage. It becomes easier. You get, you know, you're mowing and you're windrowing at the same time, so that's no big deal. And then of course all I have to do is just come along, bale it, and take it to the shop, sell it off. You know, it's not much worse. It's not much more hassle than doing the harvesting. The only thing is, hay would be a bit of a nightmare, because you have to cut it, tedded, windrow. You know, there's an extra step in hay that there isn't in silage. So what we're going to do now is we're going to concentrate on doing the silage ones and not the hay ones. Of course, if we get stuck, we'll just start doing hay ones, I guess. We're going to get them done. Let's just watch all this spinning around here. We're in the danger zone here. That's pretty cool. It's a good machine. By God. It's a lot of work off me anyway. Because we are building. We had the neighbours at the back of the house here are reseeding the field, so they had it all ploughed here last week. I'd say it was the first time in 20 years it was ploughed, but yesterday they came in with a T7 New Holland and a power harrow on the back. I don't know whether it was a young lad driving or what it was, but they were doing warp speed across the field as fast as it could go. It was like the Flash. Big weight in the front, power harrow on the back, and boom. That's after leveling out all the field again after the big ploughed bits. So that's cool. They were in picking stones, so I hid in the house in case they, for fear that they would ask me to help them pick stones. I was like, yeah, no, I'm good, thanks. It's the neighbour's field, but it's only rented, so I didn't know the people who were doing it. If it was the neighbours, you'd be obliged, but it's just set. The land is rented out, so thankfully I didn't know them. I just stayed in all of it. You know, some jobs you can volunteer yourself for, and some jobs you gotta, you know, as you get older you realise which jobs you can help people with and which jobs you cannot. And picking stones, I ain't helping nobody pick stones. I mean, I probably won't even do it on FS22 when it comes out. I probably will, but you know, I'll be reluctant. It's like weeds. I don't turn weeds on the game because, yeah, to me, it's like it's a game. Why would I make it miserable for myself? You know, I'd like it to be a challenge. I mean, I don't want to press a button and all these fields are harvested. That's no fun. I want to harvest them. But I don't want to be out here on my hands and knees picking with a bucket this grass and bringing it in. If it took 24 days to harvest the field, you wouldn't be long getting sick of it. So, somewhere in between, I'm good. Somewhere in the sweet spot, I'm good. Really need to buy a power washer. Actually, that's something I could do now from here, I guess. Is it miscellaneous? Probably is. Get Mantrid's one. We had it before. Works well. If it's not here, I'm going to be utterly disappointed. Pig food storage, pig food trader. Nope, it's not there. I added in those pig food stalls because I'm not sure if I could be. Sometimes you can make TMR and stuff like that, but I don't think I can make pig food. So I just added them in to see what the story was with them. Like I'm not going to put a pig food sell point here because I'm not going to be buying it just to sell it. That doesn't really make any sense. It said trade points, so I was like, no. But I think we do have a pig food factory on this for probably for the that map that always gets updated. There's a few maps that always get updated that you can do factories on, and if you were to pick that, you could have the pig food trader, and you could be selling your pig food, of course, buying and selling. But this map does not support factories. Only specialized maps do. It's a good insight into for us on console. It's a really good insight for us on what can be done. And I love seeing all that stuff come to console. I mean, this map wasn't due to come to console, but it did. And subsequently, there was a bit of a falling out. The map maker said that they wouldn't get any updates, which is, you know, why it is here still with us, though, is that it wasn't pulled. So we'd be very thankful for that. Just because there doesn't, you know, it doesn't really need updates. There's probably one or two small things that could be updated, but I mean, I'm playing it now and I'm very happy. It lets me place things, it lets me do everything. Cell points are all working. I haven't had any issues yet. Different trains going around the map, you know, nice to see all that stuff working. And actually on Chellington Valley Farm up here, you do have to give the chickens water, and you have to give them water. So that's a quirk of this map. They do require water, which chickens obviously do require water in real life, so that's what's got to be done. Now, just looking down here into this big field of thistles, I can see that we do have a lot of bales here. So what I'm thinking now is, I'll go hook up to the Valtra. We'll come in here, we'll auto load these bales onto the trailer, and what we can do then is we'll go sell a few, see what kind of money we make, because it'll give us an indication about how much money we're going to make on a contract. Maybe lift this up here, just take this up. I'll have this ready to go again. Can't hire a worker to make bales. That's okay. Stop that tractor there. Turn off everything. Oh, noisy pigs, quiet down. Right, so start it up on these flashing lights. On our lights, select operating position, which is on. There's our first bale. Let's go get the rest of them. We can check the price then. A couple of handy ones here. Just nudge it out of the way. Tap tap. Grab this. Grab that. Swing around here. Swinging like a heavyweight boxer. Whew. Oh. Two. 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 Actually, the Valtra is flying it for something that I suppose it does have a good bit of horsepower. It's not a huge tractor. It is a squatty little tractor. I like it a lot. See now, down here, we won't be long getting to 50% full. I'm going to reverse in here, grab that one. Loop. And onward and upward we go. We have a lot of weight up here now. 23 bales. Still not full. Hmm, 51 there. See, to me now, there's 30 bales up on the back of this. That's enough to be transporting really. What's there now? 32, 37, 38. There's going to be 38 bales up on it. It's going up again. It's going to make it very top heavy. I suppose in another few minutes we're going to have enough. May as well stay going with this because we're going to have enough bales. We're going to have enough space on the trailer. I didn't think we would. But we'll stay going with this. We'll get it done. The in-cab view. Well, this filthy tractor. Yeah, not so good to be picking an old white tractor, guys and girls, because you know it ends up looking like this. On me beacon. See if I can see me flashing beacon, buddy. Yeah, them two beacons are looking good over there. Lots of buttons there on the back. It says everybody stand back here. We all got wrapped up. Because we're in a very agricultural area here, we used to get safety talks about the tractors. You know, when we were kids, they'd come into our schools, and they'd be telling us, you know, stay away from the tractors. You know, explaining a lot of, I'd say, maybe just under 50% of the kids in my class were farmers' sons. So you see in here that yellow shaft goes from the tractor back. It's called the PTO, the power takeoff unit. And that spins around there. I'll just show you. That spins around there, turning everything. And when I was young, this yellow cover was on nothing. And everything used to just spin around. And the amount of farmers who lost an arm in there was incredible. Incredible. And once that thing sucks you in, doesn't matter how hard you scream, the machine will not stop. We used to get safety talks on that all the time. People coming and going, explaining us about machinery and staying away from bulls and cows, and it was possibly the most interesting part of our schooling. Always good to learn about that ongoings on farms. Up there, it's working away. Won't be long now, maybe 2 or 3 minutes. We'll have the rest of this done. We'll go sell a few bales, make lots of moolah. That's what it's all about. Lift up that. Is there any point in picking up this little bit here? Let's just see. 2%, 3%. Yeah, it's could be shorted. Texture this grass here. It's really good on Chellington. A lot of people say that they want to play this map, but I don't think a lot of people do play it because of the file size. You know, I presume it's a completely different map on PC. PC version, I guess everything is working. You know, there have been lots of little extra bits working around and bigger farms and things moving and all that. That to get this to console was an amazing achievement. I know myself, when I looked at it and I saw the slot count, I was like, oh wow. But you know, that's just the map maker's prerogative to put everything on the map so that you don't have to, you know. Just because it has a high slot count doesn't mean it's going to be a bad map at all. I think it's a great map. So when all year finished playing Attingham Park, because I think everyone is playing Attingham Park at the moment, when all year finished playing Attingham Park, maybe just delete a few mods, pop on this and have a quick look at it. I honestly don't think you'll be disappointed. It's like me with that scarecrow earlier on. You just find things and you're like, whoa, look at that. I mean, I know it's only a scarecrow and it's not to get too excited by, but you know, when you're driving past and every little square field looks the same. Some maps have little square fields that they just look a bit funny, and you're this, that, and the other. Like, you know, to see little bits of that, break it up, breaks up the gameplay for you. I think that's pretty cool. It's like was it six ashes where the greenhouse was in the field, and kind of, you know, had to start your own little farm and get your machinery working, all that little quirky stuff. I like all that. That's definitely down my street. Okay, so we're going to be short for one bale here. And we certainly won't be going around to get enough for it. We'll be fine, because we'll be on the next map. Stop that there. Knock off everything. Do a double twist. We'll be moving to this field right across here now. This big square field is our next contract. And as I said, I'll do that off screen. I don't mind getting my hands dirty. I just want you to know that's where I'm going to be going. Actually, there's so much there, I could probably come down and make another bale out of it, but I'm not going to bother. I'm not going to get greedy now. We're going to have enough bales as it is. The poor old Valtra is going to be huffing and puffing. Getting to this sale point. Getting it all unloaded and loaded. Here we are. 48. 49. 50. And 51. Perfect. Transport position. Now, let's check the prices. Here we are. Keep going. Oh, there's some extra stuff here. Need to check out what that is at the organic farm shop. Whatever that is, I will check it out. Alright, so 342 Valley View, 392. There, we'll click that. 392 is going to be the best of the best. 349, 360. Okay, we're still up there. That's where the best of it is. We have a long way to go. A long, long way to go. This is going to be where the fun bit is. You're going to see me nudging off lots of stuff. Traffic it back on. I had it turned off there. It doesn't go up and down this road anyway, but I had it turned off because I was bringing down this bale trailer. And everyone started piling up behind me, looking at me like a bunch of yahoos. No, how could we be stuck? We're just driving. Ah, we're stuck in that tree with our fender. So watch the mud guards on this one. Do it sort of a semi-illegal, not very legal turn. Okay, we're on the road. Okay, we got flashing lights because, oh yes sir, keep your car in. Okay, we made it past one anyway. Just about. Keep out in the middle because you can't hit that there. We'll follow this road the whole way up along. If any car comes around these bends, we are done for. Fasten the safety belts. Nope. Okay. It said fasten safety belts. Oh, they are on, but they don't go around the bales. Oh, the fat lot of good that does. Ah, now come on. Ah, he hit me now. I didn't hit him. I was stopped. I was waiting there in the center. Everything is so narrow with this bale trailer. Gotta keep away from them fence posts. Make it down here alive. That would be a major feat. The only thing is, if you stick to these little back roads, you're going to meet no traffic. Oh no, a sign, random sign for a castle. That could catch me out. Little bits of trees. Anything sticking out of these hedges now are going to be major trouble for me. Does that road take me to where I want to go? It kind of does. We'll go this road because I think we're going to be avoiding the traffic. I know it's going to be uphill, but hopefully we don't meet any traffic on this. We'll keep this going. Oh, it's a big hill. 33, 24. It's using all its power to get up here. Let's hope no horses escaped from underneath the bonnet. That's a pretty cool sight there now. Going across that bridge. The river, railway line. Put back on our map. Cattle grid there. Stop the cattle going out through. Checking for hedgehogs. Make sure there's no hedgehogs in the bottom. We used to always do that when we were kids. Try and get the hedgehogs out. You'd lift up all the pipes, put your hand in, grab the hedgehog, and we pretend like, oh, he's spiky. But the spikes don't harm you at all. You barely even feel them. Poor little hedgehogs will be stuck down the bottom. Now, we're going out here onto a traffic road. We have signposts, we have hedgerows, so the best thing to do is just gun it and turn. Yeah, we made it. Nope, we're going to be going back around over here. Back around and swing, and oh, like it was made for it. Now, what we need to do now is, we need to just get in here. I will share something with you that you won't have seen because it's so well hidden. But I was up here already selling some silage bales, and well, if you didn't think silage bales could climb trees, you were wrong, because up there is a silage bale stuck in a tree and it will not come down, and it won't let me cut the tree down, so it can stay there. It's about 1,300 pounds worth swinging around in that tree. Hopefully we get a storm. If I just unload bales here, we'll get rid of all them, and then operate in position, then unload bales here, then auto load again, unload bales here, turn off them yokes, lower platform. Well, here we are, 158,000. See, that was worth it. Cannot get that bale down. Just gonna forget it's there. Just pretend you didn't see it. Pretend I didn't show it yet. Just forget about it. You know, you didn't see it. It's not there. Swing out here. This is where I had to turn the traffic off because I went to swing in here. You all piled in on top of me. I'd forgotten to turn it back on. Oh, every little turn is a crazy little turn. Oh, it's so much easier on the way back downhill. Little Valtra. Could get 90 out of this on the way back down. Gotta get that contract done now. Make more size bales, make more money. You know, why not just pause here for a split second? Just take a look at all that. Isn't that beautiful? The castle and everything in the background. Well, you know what? That's where I'll end this episode now. I'll leave it there. I won't put you through the next bit of grass work, but I'll be doing it. And you know, if you don't like that view, there's something wrong with you. So, big thanks to all my subscribers. A few new subscribers in the last week. I much appreciate it. And you know, stick a thumbs up if you like the video. And you know, you're welcome to share it around as well. If you want to share it away. Leave an old comment there. Let me know what your feelings are on it. If you want to see me using any sort of equipment, I'm just playing away, having fun. That's the way I do it. So, until the next time, thanks for watching. Goodbye.